Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to My Deep Guide. Today is a guide type of a video. I'm not reviewing anything, I'm not testing anything or anything like that. I'm actually addressing one of the most common questions that I've been getting for 2 years basically now. Which device do I choose? I'm having such a difficulty determining which device is right for me. So basically the key question here is differentiating between which device do I need, which device do I want. So I'm going to show you a kind of approach that may seem simple because it is, but it's very powerful. So don't underestimate it just because it's a simple and obvious thing to do. Yeah, it's an obvious thing to do, but almost nobody does it. And only when you do things the way I kind of showed you or in a similar way, will you have a completely new level of clarity and understanding what it is that you are looking for and what device do you need, what device do you want. But it doesn't come for free. You have to also do quite a bit of work because the prerequisite to actually utilize the maximum of this technique that I'm going to be showing you is that you have to do a lot of research, and B, you have to be honest about yourself, about the needs and wants that you want or need. But either way, you get what I mean. So let's start with the guide. All right, so I'm just gonna go through as quickly as I can through a guideline of what I would do and how I choose things how I organize myself when I'm trying to choose a device of any sort. In this case, let's talk about the eNote or e-ink note-taking devices. So I like to make lists, I like to compare things, and I like to differentiate needs and wants. And basically what I'm gonna do here is open up a sheet, Google Sheet, Excel sheet, doesn't matter. You can write these things down, but in a Google Sheet it actually becomes easier because if you have multiple devices, then it's a little bit faster. But basically what we want to do is I want to create a template document where I can have the basis enough to determine which device that I'm considering, of the devices that I'm considering, has most of the features that I want versus most of the features that I need, right? And then you get objective versus subjective score that is undeniable because it's factual numbers, as long as you put your categorizations right and you're honest with yourself what it is that you need and what it is that you want. So the first thing to do is to create a category or list of categories of your needs, right? So these are my needs and these are my wants, right? So let's just call them needs and wants. So once I have that, then I have to start typing things in. So what do I need? And I'm just going to put in the categories of what I need. All right, so I changed up the ordering here. I wanted to make sure that I have the same amount of needs and wants. And I've also unified everything basically in great note taker. You have the paper-like feel, you have the great latency, you have the great writing feel. So all of those things have to be present for the device to actually be a great note taker. So I've simplified those things. I added durable into the needs and I added these wants to look pretty, to have a magnetic pen attachment, to have a nice cover, screen share, screen voice or record voice, low weight, simple OS experience, good image quality, speaker and accelerometer. So these are my needs, these are my wants, for example, and they're not listed in any particular order. So basically from this, all I need to do is just add it to the side here and let's set it up. Maybe I'm deciding between the remarkable and let's say I'll need 4 and then a Note Air 2 for my particular example, right? So now I'm gonna copy the needs here and here. I'm gonna copy the wants here and here, and let's rearrange these cells so that they look a little bit better. And for the sake of making it a little bit easily readable, Let's just put these things on. There we go. And then you can color coordinate and all that kind of stuff. So let's just do that. All right. And the way it's going to work is really, really simple. Basically, in these fields next to the need and want for each of the categories, if the device is a great reader, then I'm going to put in a 1. Otherwise, I'm going to put in a 0, right? So if it has the need that I want, then it's going to be 1. If it doesn't have it, then it's going to be 0. And this is the place where basically it comes down to, first of all, you have to do your research. Second of all, you have to be honest with yourself and you have enough research data to be able to reach that decision so that you're reaching an informed decision. This is to help you make that decision more objective, because we lean towards the things that we want and we tend to neglect the things that we actually need. And sometimes the wants can overshadow the needs. Or maybe sometimes you want to get the device that you want, not the one that you need. Either one is fine, but this will help you understand how to kind of get there. So let's start. Remarkable 2 for me. Is it a great reader? Absolutely not. It's a terrible reader. Is it a great note taker? For the most part, yes. Does it have a good battery life? Okay-ish. So I'll say yeah. Plenty of storage? No. Does it have Wi-Fi? Yes. Does it have a Bluetooth? No. Is it durable? Absolutely not. It's fragile. Does it have low reflectivity? Yep. Does it support hyperlinks? Yes, it does. Does it have ability to back up? Not really, because it's actually really, really difficult. So technically speaking, yes, it can back things up, but it's very convoluted and very difficult. So for my particular case and in my use case scenario, I am going to categorize it for me that the Remarkable 2's ability to backup is for my needs a 0, right? So why am I explaining this? So that you understand what am I characterizing here. This is for my needs. This is not for objective review or anything. This is just for me. I'm trying to choose between the two devices and figure out what the score is, right? And basically when I have that, what I need to do here is rather simple. I'm just going to do a sum of, well, please do move away. So sum of this divided by how many categories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 divided by 12. And then it gives me this number. Then I need to multiply it by 100 to get the percentage. And now I'm just gonna add a formatting so it looks pretty. And I'm just gonna use a percentile format here. Okay, so if he's using percentages, then I don't need 100, so I can just remove 100 and there we go. So in this case, Remarkable 2 satisfies 41.67 of my needs. So now I'm just gonna copy paste over all of that here, and I could have used the other way around, but let's just change the color quickly, and there we go. And now I can actually go here. Does it look pretty? Yes, it does. Does it have a magnetic pen attachment? Yes, it does. Does it have a nice cover? Yeah, it does. Does it have a screen share? Yes, it does. Can it record a voice? No, it does not. Is it low weight? Well, Remarkable 1 was, but it's low weight enough for me. Simple OS experience. Yep, it has it. Good image quality. It's okay. It's fine, but I wouldn't categorize. This should have been actually great image quality, right? Something like the Kobo has or something like that. So I'm just going to put that at 0. Does it have a speaker? Nope. Does it have an accelerometer? Nope. Right? So interestingly, it satisfies more wants than needs, right? So now let's go and check out the Note Air 1. Is it a great reader? Absolutely. Is it a great note taker? Absolutely. Does it have good battery life? Yep. Does it have plenty of storage? Yep. Does it have Wi-Fi? Yes. Does it have Bluetooth? Yes. Is it durable? Yeah, actually it is. I've had it for a year and I've been doing everything, despite it being made out of metal and glass, it is durable, and I haven't heard of too many people actually complaining, or as many people complaining as they do for the Remarkable 2, that it cracks or anything like that, or things like that. So I'm going to put in a 1. Low reflectivity, definitely. Supports hyperlinks, yes, and it has an ability to backup. And my math was off. So what? Oh, I don't have 11. I don't have 12 categories here. I have, how many categories do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 categories. Where did I get 12? All right, let's amend the formula. All right, so here we go. So far, Note Air 2 satisfies 100% of my needs. Now, what about the wants? Well, I'm gonna go, does it look pretty? To me, it sure does. Does it have a magnetic pen attachment? Yes, it does. Does it have a nice cover? Well, the old one, the sticky one, is the one that I prefer. And for me, personally, that is a nice cover. That's the one that I like. I really don't like the new one that they made with the plastic bucket thing, but the original one, the one with the sticky thing, I really do like it. Does it have screen share? Yes, it does. Record voice? Yes. Low weight? Not really. It's heavier than the Remarkable 2. Does it have a simple experience? Absolutely not. Good image quality? Yeah, it does have a good image quality, but it doesn't have it as good as the Ellipsa, for example. So I'm gonna characterize it as a 0, even though it's better than Remarkable 2, but still there. Does it have a speaker? Yeah, it does. Does it have an accelerometer? Yeah, it does. So now when I'm done with these things, and let's just put these in bold so you can see them easier, then it becomes a much clearer situation. Let's insert one more column to the left. All right, so now we have a separator as well so that we can see these things. So when I check out the Remarkable 2, it satisfies 50% of my needs and 60% of my wants. So the Remarkable 2 is a device that I more want than I need. The Note Air 2, I need Note Air 2 more than I want it. And furthermore, I actually want Note Air 2 more than I want Remarkable 2. And also it satisfies more of the needs than the Remarkable 2 does. And now I could add other devices, Ellipsa, Kobo Ellipsa, QuickLogic Paper, SuperNote A5X, MobiScribe Origin, whichever you may want. And this is what I wanted to share because I get a similar question very, very often on like, I'm confused, there's so many devices, how do I choose? How do I figure it out? Well, first of all, you gotta do really good research. Then second of all, you gotta be honest with yourself. And then if you're able to do those things, then you build up this really simple approach of needs versus wants. Then you define the categories. That's where the honesty part, you have to be honest with yourself. What do I really need and what do I really want? And then you just fill them out, and then you have it black on white, or in this case, black on cyan and green. But yeah, you get the idea of which device is the right one for your needs or wants. All right, I'm a super nerdy guy, so I found that to be fun because I used a similar type of thing for other work-related things to kind of determine not similar, but yeah, similar-ish type of things. But this is the first time I kind of applied that work technique onto something like this, and I was genuinely surprised by the results that I got, because I picked the categories that I really genuinely want and the categories that I really genuinely need. And then when I pitted these two devices together, it was quite a nerdy type of interesting thing for me to see, yeah, the results. And actually there's quite a bit of merit to what I just saw in these results, because by the words of the CEO of Remarkable, when they made Remarkable 2, they sought to make a device that is desirable, right? An object of affection. So an object of want, not an object of need. And interestingly enough, that's what I got in these results. By picking these categories that were the first to come to mind, like what are the first things that I need and what are the first things that I want, I actually got these results. And I got a really, really accurate reading on the Note Air 2 as well, which is I need it more than I want it. And that reflects in me actually using the Note Air 1 for well over a year now, daily in my workflow. Needless to say, the results of this technique are going to be different for each individual. And that's the whole point, right? So you choose your categories for yourself. You choose the devices for yourself and you get the results for yourself. And most importantly, don't judge yourself harshly. You may want to buy the device that you want more than you need. Yes, that's called indulging, and that might be okay as well. The whole point of this is basically to differentiate and for people not to get disappointed or get clouded judgment or basically get enchanted by the want side of things and actually neglect the need side of things. Because these devices are very expensive and it's important to know exactly where you stand and to know exactly what it is that you need and what it is that you want. I hope that you found the video useful and that you found it interesting. I certainly enjoyed the idea and sharing it with you, and especially seeing the results. If you did, please like and subscribe and ding the notification bell down below to get notified when new videos come out on My Deep Guide. Also, check out the My Daily Organizer playlist down below. It is a set of videos that describes and shows the My Daily Organizer, which is the organizer I made, yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily organizer that covers most of your organizational needs, helped out a lot of people, and hopefully it's something that can help you in your personal or professional life. Either way, check out the videos and see if that is a product that suits your needs or not, or is it a product that you want or need. That's also an interesting thing to check out as well. So yeah, you can actually employ the technique learned today on the My Daily Organizer to figure out, is this a product that you need or want? Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye.